they wanted a combination of both. So we had 937 applicants this year, in comparison to 849 last year. So you can see the growth. And of those 937, 118 took just completely physical hampers, so complete physical food. So the turkey, the potatoes, and all the trimmings. And then 819 of them took either gift cards or a combination of food and gift cards. So again, that's important for us to meet our clients where they're at, make them understand that, we want them to feel seen and heard, and we're here to help whatever works best for their situation. Over the holidays, it was very busy for lots of food drives. We had 46 food drives throughout the month of December, and our community helped us with raising over $215,000 to help support our holiday program. We had over $16,000 worth of gift cards donated. So it was just a very generous time of the year for us. So thank you. I didn't have any official BAMs, but Tony dropped by with some donations, which was lovely, and his last minute turkey, as we heard how he tracked us down and made sure that we got it. So all those things are important for us. I guess the biggest news is we are starting 2026 with a new board chair. Our board of directors chair, Cody Guthrie, has moved east. He's relocated to his family. So we're starting 2026 with a new chair. Her name is Deb Abbott. Deb has quite a bit of experience in the food bank world. She was a previous chair at Parkdale Food Center for quite a few years. So we're looking forward to her direction and seeing all the great things that she's going to bring to our team. So thank you all for your support, and just remember, if your local food bank isn't the Canada Food Cupboard, please support your local food bank, because we all need the help, especially after the holiday season. Thank you.
Shirley, thank you so much. That's awesome news. So just so you know, we are looking for payment processing companies. So in other words, POS, credit card, debit, and stuff like that. If you know somebody that is in that space, have them reach out to Penny Lee. Mr. Eric Sonego, and then we will go to Mike. And Mike's got two parts to do, and we'll get to that shortly. Eric, over to you, sir.
Good morning, Eric Sonego from CA Pros. We are a full gamut accounting firm with 8 offices in Canada. We specialize with, I would say, medium-sized businesses. We don't discourage small businesses, but we don't go out to the corner and start dragging him into the office. If they call, we will accept. What I mean by small business, I mean, you know, um, people who are self-employed that we do taxes for. We usually don't see them during the year, but if they were to get something bigger than that, we might not know about it. So we concentrate with companies that are more permanent, that are there all the time. We can be reached at 613-254-7310, or we can be reached at www.capros.ca. Thank you.
That's perfect, Eric. Anything exciting happen over the holidays for you?
Nothing. I just went to a great party at New Year's. We had we were closed until today, from Monday the 20th, I think, till today. Today's the first day. So when I came today to work, nothing was working. The internet is down, the intranet is down, everything is down, So after this meeting, I will be re-plugging the office into the right paths.
Well, reboot. That's
Yes,
awesome. Well, welcome back to Monday.
thanks.
I'll just put in the chat, there is the link to the East Trade Winds, and we'll go to Mike next. Mike, over to you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, Eric, nothing changes year after year. It's always the same thing at the beginning of the year. Got to fix everything that's gone kaput. I guess everything had their little vacation too. So I'm standing in for Sam Storrs today, and his company is connectedcars.ca. And as we all know, Sam specializes in dash camera installations. And why is that important to have a dash cam? Well, a great device that can provide unbiased proof of who is responsible for accident, whether your car is running or not. And I've seen this before, owning a collision shop for 23 years. A lot of people get in accidents, they call their insurance company, and if you don't have any proof, you're pretty well in jeopardy. But that's what a dash camera is good for. Here's what happened. The insurance company gets it and they process the claim. So it's a good investment in the future. Connected Cars also provides minor brake jobs and oil changes. Just want to talk to you a little bit about that because we all know Sam does tire installation from summer to winter, winter to summer. And what's nice about it is, if you go to any mechanical shop or dealership and ask for a brake job, it's astronomical the prices nowadays. Best get a good estimate and then take the time and give Sam a few bucks to inspect your brakes because he can tell you exactly because we know he's honest. He's going to tell you exactly like yeah, you don't need this or you do need this or you do or yes, that's a good estimate or no, I would not and blah blah blah. And then you can make an informed decision from there. Now, it might sound like, oh my God, I have to drive all the way out to Sam's place. I got to spend some time there. I got to give him maybe 30 bucks, 40 bucks to take a quick look or whatever. Could save you $1,000 very, very quickly. Mechanical shops are stupid, stupid expensive. So keep that in mind for anybody that's complaining about their mechanical repairs. Introduce them to Sam. That would be a great referral next month because he's gone all this month down to New Zealand. So, yeah, when he comes back, call Sam at 613-406-9731 at Connected Cars. And Mike from We Care Focus, Distracted Driving Program, and primarily educate new drivers, young drivers, and even seasonal drivers sometimes about the financial ramification and the emotional consequences if they cause an accident like a death or a fatality. We've seen over the Christmas holidays, if you listen to the news, a few incidences of that happening. It's tragic. The young boy that left the road and his friend was killed in the car. I seen it before, being on 13 years in the collision, 32 years old, 23 years old in a collision shop, and 13 years in the Eastern Ontario Collision Sounding Board. I heard these types of stories or what have you. So this boy leaves the road, friend gets killed. He's okay. What do you think? Well, oh, he's got these charges coming up. He's got this. It's nothing. He's got his guilt to deal with. I've heard so many stories where people can't take the guilt for the rest of their lives. And that's a sad situation. So I have created a 45-page, took me almost over a year to write it, of all my experiences in the collision industry. And this goes primarily to parents of new drivers because parents are scared. Oh, my little boy or little girl at 16 is going to the hockey game now or soccer practice by themselves, sometimes 5 o'clock in the morning in a storm. And they worry about it because they're parents. They have fear for the uncertainty that their young children are driving. This document of 45 pages is chock full of videos, great expertise, Ministry of Transportation stats, penalties, you name it. I had last in was it and in November I had a parent come up to me and goes, my son is a new driver and he's smoking marijuana. Is that a bad thing? Yeah, check out the document and see what the penalties are, whatever. What it is for parents is 45 pages is a lot to go through because there's that in-depth information, but it's all categorized. And so they can go there and it's a good conversational start because some parents do not know how to talk to their new driver about you should do this or you should do that. There is stuff in there. And if they learn one or two things and apply it to their driving habits, I mean, how cool is that? It helps them mitigate causing an at-fault accident. So yeah, and here's the great news: it's free. You go on the We Care Focus Facebook. A parent. You worried about your new driver? Yeah. Go on We Care Focus, download the 45-page document for free, and wait for a big giant thank you from that parent for you recommending that. So We Care Focus, distracted driving.
Mike, thank you so much. And we're going to go to Josh. And just before Josh, we will just take this little bit of information for about what Carl's got on the go. Podcast Alliance Quarterly, 47 Canadian, 11 to 1 p.m. on the Wednesday, January 21st. Josh, if you're available, sir, go ahead.
Morning, folks. Josh Lamb from Sterling Grace Tech here. We're your one-stop shop for your IT needs in 2026. Yeah, I had a pretty good Christmas break. 2 family visits, obviously, dragging the 4 kids around. A buddy of mine came to stay from Waterloo for a while and brought with him a cold that I now have. So that's great. I'm sounding kind of rickety and crickety here. And so on Zoom, you guys are lucky that you don't have to catch my throat cold. But on Zoom, you're on a computer and you could catch a different kind of cold, a virus on your computer. So we are managed services for your small business. And part of that managed service includes a monitoring and remote management and support platform, an RMM, that comes with a corporate grade antivirus. So if you are unprotected, if you don't have backups set up, if you don't have disaster recovery planning in place, so you have your backups, but you never test them and you don't actually know if they actually work or if they just say they work and then kind of crap out. If you have staff, a team that needs to be working at 100% efficiency and you find that your tech is costing you 10, 20, even 30% efficiency because you just can't get your tech to work in a predictable way. And you need somebody you can call and yell at saying, hey, printers suck. Why do printers still suck? It's been like 30 years. And we're the people that you can call and yell at about your sucky printer, and we'll help you out. We have different models that fit just about any size of business. We've got anything from a break fix, time and material, a basics package where you can get just our software suite, which does a lot of good things for a network and standardizes things. You can get our deluxe package, which includes unmetered tech support. So you pay one flat fee per month. And then you also can get an FTE package, which is basically you have a full-time equivalent of a person available anywhere from 2 to 5 days a week. And so we can step in, we can work with an existing IT department that needs some specialties that they don't have, training, working with Cisco networking. Also, we do software development. That's the other half of our business. And so if your IT department needs to start looking at AI and integration, they don't have that expertise, then we're the perfect augment to that setup. So if you have an IT need, if you just want to chat and find out some of the things that we can do to help your organization, I'd love to sit down and chat sometime. I'm Josh Lamb. Sterling Grace Tech is our business. Thanks for listening. Thanks.
Josh, thank you so much. And if you want to post details on our LinkedIn live transmission, that is the path to follow. I just put it in the chat. And Mr. Tony Ginnis, what's been going on?
Hi, Bernie. Oh, it's been quite a season for sure. I think I called Josh about 2 or 3 times for computer issues and so on. And I think the last one was we're redoing our contact us part of it because there's a form that we need and we had to upgrade it. So Josh is working on that. So yeah, it's just so great just to be able to pick up the phone and there's a problem and I know it's taken care of. I don't have to worry about it. So he's very right when he says, just give it to us and complain to us. And but thanks a lot, Josh. It's been great year, and we've upgraded our Phoenix site. We've upgraded my own site, and in many ways. So it's just wonderful to be able to offer more people that kind of technology that we're getting into. Yeah, just a quick thing. Again, getting a lot of requests for a meat and fish distributor. So I know Bernie's been working on this and Penny Lee, but I got a call the other day. Somebody, we don't have Dave anymore. He's moved on, and so we're looking for a meat and fish distributor. So if you know somebody who does that, I think there's a couple of people in the Ottawa Valley that does fresh. Steaks and that kind of thing. So let us know if you know anybody. We're really looking for that. That was a great category. It really was. So that was awesome. The next thing is, as far as business goes, of course, ongoing business with Eric. And I did send Eric a new client. I have one of my clients that is growing her business and is just not getting along with the accountant there. So I figured give Eric a chance to be able to do that. So I can give you more information on that, Eric, on her contact information. Wonderful lady, very easy to talk to, and she just needs that service there. Ongoing business with Rahal, and I did a couple of drop-offs for Caroli's Center for the Canada Food Bank, so I was happy to do that. And so I also wanted to thank my many listeners. Over the past few years, I've been running a podcast called Raising Your Spirits, and we just hit 100,000 downloads. And I just wanted to thank those people that were constantly, hearing our show. We're doing up to 700 downloads every day, and it's growing. So it's wonderful to be able to see that someone's listening to this stuff. It's in the beginning. It was when we had COVID. There was such a push for information about energy. What happens if I go into a room and there's, I don't feel right. Like there's a lot of negative people around me, and I think about it for days. That's all energy. And so we made it into a couple of shows, and we figured it would only go for 3-4 months, maybe a year, and it's been 5 years. So we hit 100,000 downloads, and it's really amping up very, very well. If all goes well with that this year, we'll do about 250,000 downloads by the end of this year. So it took us almost 5 years to get to 100,000, and then we're looking at probably close to 250,000 by the end of this year. So we're really happy, and we want to thank Bernie for sort of steering us in that right direction for a different type of host that we were using. So wonderful. The 2026, as far as predictions go, energy, Mike, you are a psychic, because everything you said about business, about being in this passion, that's going to be 2026. The people that are just looking at the bottom dollar, they're going to do actually less this year. There's going to be more expenses for those types of people, because the collective consciousness is changing. We're looking at buying things now from the heart, not just things that are shiny anymore. I have this one thing that I bought. They called it a revolution. It was these, I don't know if you've seen it on TV. There's these glasses, they say, that will correct your vision for $40, kind of thing. And so at the time, I needed my vision corrected. Since then, I've had some surgery, and I've corrected that. But I bought these glasses, and it was a total fake. It was just I called Google, I called the company, no reaction whatsoever. They really don't care. And the other day, while I was wearing them, they broke on my face. I just heard a crack, and it just fell. And I says they couldn't even make it. So even the cheap ones I had, because I bought some really, really inexpensive ones, these guys, and I bought two of them for $8. Two for $8, and I got this one for $40. So what I did was, since no one's listening, but they don't know what I know regarding collective thinking, is that when I send it out every time now, when I'm about to purchase a product, I look at these glasses, and so there's been like 12 products that I would have bought from various distributors, and I look at these glasses and I says, no, I don't think so. So in the end, they need something that I have, and that's money. And so I'm going to put my passion into companies that care about the quality, care about if there's any problems, like Josh. He genuinely cares, and those are the places I'm going to be putting my money. And there's millions of people that are doing the same thing. So I put this in the collective, that I'm not here to complain. I'm just here to say I'm going to be directing this and my hard-earned money is going to be going to companies that care. Just like Mike said, so but that's going to be happening throughout the whole collective. The people are going to be more hesitant. Our marketing has to be more structured on the fact that that we're giving something, that we're helping something. Your goals even have to say, rather than saying what sales you want to do, you need to turn it around and say, how many people am I going to be helping this year? So, in other words, if you got, let's say, 200 clients in your business, how many of those 200 clients can I help this year, rather than drawing how much am I going to get? And it's the same thing, but we're turning it around more towards what we are going to be of service. And those are the companies that are going to be really prospering in 2026. I'll tell you more as we get closer to the Chinese New Year, which is on February the 17th, I believe, and we'll give you more information on that. But until then, 2026 is going to be extremely volatile. It'll be up and down for many, but for those that are just going to run it with passion, it should be clear sailing. Back to you, Bernie.
Thank you, Tony. Jacqueline, just in time. Over to you, ma'am. Tell us what's been happening over the last few weeks for you, ma'am.
Wow, it's been amazing. So I got to spend time at my family, at the family farm. What a great space to just let go. A great space surrounded by trees and snow and ice. And it's about those stoves that require heat from wood. It's just amazing. So it was a great way to start the season. It was a great way to start the new year with Tony and the team. Thank you for so many giggles, Eric. It was great to see you there too. And so we will dance more. And so interesting, Tony, you're talking about this coming year. For me, it's about reconstructing and dancing more. And I think I'm going to see more clients who do that. I was just off the phone, which took me a little longer. Unexpected. Jacqueline, I really need to get that renewal. And I really need to reconstruct my house. And I really need to do it within about 6 weeks. That was my conversation. Can we get it done? We can get it done. And it's having people that you trust who will come along and play. So when you're looking for strategies for your mortgage money and you want to dance, you need to contact your mortgage honey.
Jacqueline, thank you. So I'm going to put in the chat something about AdHive. And in fact, this Wednesday, no, not this Wednesday, on January 21st, Wednesday, we're having an in-person meeting at AdHive. So you're more than welcome to roll in. We're going to set up for 7:30. It's kind of we're going to be going into that location to do an in-person meeting. So if you're available and you want to, it's only Maitland. So if you're coming from the West End, it's not that bad a jog. The traffic doesn't jam up that fast. It's just before Carling, well before Carling, south of the Queensway. Come on in. More information will pop out in the next week or two. Kat will push out contact details and that about that space. And by the way, Eric, something about your camera. I love those tracking cameras. As soon as you move, they follow you everywhere. If you put your hand up like this, it'll stop. It won't track you because I'll leave it there. Just giving you a heads up, man. Me, what do I do? Well, I talk to people, and part of it is Knack for Business podcast. Going through changes. We're about to launch season 4, releasing content out for that. Had some tech changes in that particular space. Gonna have to reach out to Josh maybe later this morning. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. My computer has done something interesting, and it's safeguarding things for me. Well, even from me. Oh my gosh! But you know what? That's power of community. So you can't be a knowledge base on all things. You can kind of sort through things, but when you work as a business community together, you can solve things faster. You will get through them eventually, and just not as fast. Or in the case of food, with the Canada food cupboard. Sometimes you may not be able to sustain what's happening, and you need that resource in your space, and that's where you reach out and connect with people. Or Eric, you want to hear about taxes and understand about what's going on with taxes and the reality of life. I'm going to stop now because we're at 8:42, and Shane has a presentation. He also has a group of kids that he's trying to shuffle off to school. And so let's see what's going to happen next. Shane, I'm swinging the baton over to you, sir. Ah, there you are.
Hey guys. So just like, Bernie said, he didn't have his morning coffee. Yesterday was kind of my first day back to doing kind of business stuff overall. So sometimes a little absent-minded. Plus that Canada game was in my back of my head as well. So, and they did a good job. I praise those kids for going out there, putting their hearts out there and putting the best they could. I think the other team was a little bit better though. And they won. So, hey, good for them. They won that game. Anyways, besides the ones that don't follow the World Juniors there, it's just a kind of introduction to our team. Since I haven't done it in a while, I figured I'd let you guys know what our team is doing and who's in our team and how we help patients and things like that. So it's a relatively shorter clip for me because I'm usually giving you the old 20-minute stuff, right, Bernie? So anyways, here we go. If you have any questions, let me know, and hopefully you enjoy or at least are more knowledgeable about our clinic next time you're wondering about if our services fit your needs. Thanks again.
Okay, so I'll play the video. We got it ready there, Shane, and here we go. All right, here we are.
It's been a while since we've done this. Our team has changed a little bit, so we wanted to introduce everybody, and I'd like you to welcome to ProAction Health and Performance, where we prevent injuries, we increase performance, and we speed up recovery times. At ProAction Health and Performance, our mission is to help every patient prevent injury, perform at their best, and to recover with confidence. We are a multidisciplinary team devoted to accurate diagnosis, personalized treatment plans, and collaborative care. Our goal today is to introduce you to our team, explain the treatments we offer, and highlight the benefits these services provide for a wide range of conditions. I'm Doc Hockey, and just a little summary. We do sports and occupational injuries, concussions. We have geriatrics patients that deal with arthritis, exercise programs, nutrition programs, etc. Our clinic philosophy and approach. We are focused at the root cause of our pain and injury, not just the symptoms. Our team collaborates closely with each other with evidence-based therapies and ongoing education that every patient gets the right treatment for their individual needs. We emphasize education, ensuring that all patients understand their diagnosis, treatment, and options and recovery plans. One case study I can think about that really zeroes in on not just doing what the symptoms are, not just treating the symptoms, is sometimes our nerve entrapment causing heel pain. So we had a patient recently come in. She had a whole bunch of heel pain. We pushed on the heel, put pressure on it. Nothing was really eliciting that pain. We found out later on that when she's walking on her toes, the pain was much more substantial. We look at the calf where the nerve was related to it, on and up to the sciatic nerve. As we started to break down the adhesions in the sciatic nerve, the nerve became less tensionized, putting less pressure on the heel because it was able to let go of those calf muscles as well as the Achilles tendon, which put a lot less pressure from the tendon in the calf. And it helped her heal up a lot quicker, where we wouldn't have found that diagnosis, and she was seeing somebody else for several months before us. And now we're starting to make a lot of headway, and she's been doing really, really well. Our chiropractic care practitioners, we have myself here, Shane Bayless. We have Dr. Andrew Crepin and Jennifer Jaros. Our chiropractors specialize in diagnosing and treating conditions related to the spine, joints, musculoskeletal system, and through a variety of soft tissue therapies and manual adjustments that we use, we often restore alignment, reduce pain, and improve overall strength and function. Chiropractic care is effective for conditions not just back and neck and headache pains or even joint dysfunctions, but also our related sports injuries, as well as all joints in the body, which we often have to tell our patients over and over again that we do more than just necks and backs. And even down here, our Dr. Jennifer Jaros, she even does animals. She does bracing, physiotherapy, chiropractic, and acupuncture with dogs, cats, and mostly horses as well. But don't get me wrong, she doesn't bring the horses into the clinic, but she does travel around to barns and does that as well. So she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to animal chiropractic. Our physiotherapist services and practitioners here, we have Bavika, who is up here. We have Neha, who's down there, and Nidhi or Nidibin. Our physiotherapists are focused on restoring and maintaining physical mobility, strength, and function. Our physiotherapists can help with recovery after injury, surgery, or chronic conditions. All of them employ acupuncture, which is dry needling. It can be just motor points. It can be Chinese acupuncture as well. Down here in Neha, she does our pelvic floor and GLAD programs. And those are really great programs that you might want to ask about more questions about that because they can really help with stabilization and help with those painful joints. Our naturopathic medicine practitioner, Dr. Ann Lawrence, she uses our health journey from a holistic perspective. She has over 20 years of experience helping patients of all ages. She uses nutrition counseling, botanical medicine, and homeopathy, or homeopathy, whatever people want to pronounce it, acupuncture, Bowen therapy. She does lab testing with blood work, hair analysis, food intolerance testing. This approach helps with digestive issues, detoxification, immune support, and overall well-being. One thing I like about Anne so much is that she really takes a perspective of let's clean up the lifestyle first and see what we're left with after that, and then we'll incorporate possibly supplements or pills if we need them. To help out with your condition to make sure we get over those hurdles when, sometimes hormones aren't acting right or the body is not digesting or breaking down things properly. So she's really great for that. I've used it with my son and myself, and she's just a wealth of knowledge from a nutritional perspective. Our massage therapist is Fernaz. She's been in the massage clinic and massage therapy realm for about 11 years now. She was 2 years as a physiotherapist assistant, which gives her a wealth of knowledge in exercise and rehab. So she's often giving some of our patients rehab exercise, which correlates with what we're doing with them if we're co-treating at the same time. She does manipulation of muscles, soft tissues. She reduces pain, relieves tension, and improves circulation with her techniques. Her techniques have evolved from a deep tissue sports massage, which many of our bodybuilders or sports people often are, saying that they're trying to hold on without having to, tap out. But she does a great job with even relaxation because I know my mother-in-law and my wife also has taken her and they like more of relaxation massage and I like deep tissue. So she really fits both of them. I haven't had any complaints on either way. And she's really good at adjusting her pressures to fit the patient's needs. I know as well, she's been great with our kids as going through different stresses from sports to just, anxiety. So she's been able to help them with those types of things as well. She's just a really a great person to have on our staff. She also is not one of those massage therapists where you have to go in there and talk the whole time. She goes and asks you questions at the beginning for your history. And after that, it's kind of like if she's asked a question, she'll answer it or talk it when talked to. She's not one to always have to question you. So if you feel like you just want to relax and, feel a massage and get into your own self, she lets you kind of do that, which is a great advantage to having a massage therapist working with you. So our technologies and techniques, our clinic uses a variety of different treatments. You maybe know of a lot of them. So active release technique in Graston is for soft tissue breakdown and soft tissue reorganization. We use the shockwave therapy to help deep penetration of scar tissue that might be in deeper joints like hips and knees. It often used with tendons to break down Achilles tendons adhesions, especially when you get tendonitis or tendinosis. It really just helps out with reducing that chronic pain that might have been there for a long time where the tissues got really stiff or leathery. We have medical acupuncture as well to reduce pain and regain strength and support recovery. We talked about the different acupunctures that we have, motor points, Chinese medicine, as well as dry needling. We use a class 4 laser therapy, which is not that well known in Ottawa. It has a lot of increased in pressure and stimulation to the cells, which means we can use less treatment time, where a lot of them have to leave the treatment on you for about 30 minutes with using lower class like 2Bs or 3B lasers. So this has a 4 wavelength laser, which hits on different cell types. It accelerates the cell energy, so it increases the cell energy so that lymphatic system, circulation, and immune system are all functioning at a higher rate, which just helps clear up inflammation and restores cell function. Kinesiotaping and therapeutic exercise. We're using those constantly to help with biomechanics and decrease pain, as well as to help move some circulation in the area, because we all know that exercise helps with contracting those veins to get the toxins out. And we know the kinesiotape can help move the skin on top so the tissue is moving underneath, which creates more blood flow. Concussion management and treatment. We treat a lot of different things. We have baseline testing. We use VOG goggles to see the eye movement and ocular movements. We use NeuroTracker to see how your vision is working from a perspective of peripheral vision, as well as tracking. We use Next Level, which is a neck rehabilitation exercise machine that helps you increase strength with rotation, forward and back flexion. And acute and chronic persistent symptoms. We also treat all those different types of patients. So if it just got hit yesterday, or if you've been dealing with it for 2 to 3 years, we have those principles that we use to help each individual on if they're on an acute route or a chronic and persistent route. Functional neurology is one of our principles that we use. This has been something that has been known since Sidney Crosby has made his way back into hockey. Dr. Carrick was the one using functional neurology with him, which really helped him get back on board with his Hall of Fame career that he is doing at this moment. GLAD program, we talked about knee and hip arthritis for usually elderly patients or anyone that's had just knee problems growing up, might have been from the sports injuries or not, where they're having osteoarthritis and they're limiting their range of motion and they're in a lot of pain, which sometimes they're seeking like a hip replacement or a knee replacement from these programs. And it's an approved, accredited program from Denmark, which they do surveys and testing that we have to keep sending in to make sure that we're doing the program properly and we're getting the results that they expect. We get all the referrals from usually sports clinics and the hospitals for this type of program. So we treat a wide variety of conditions, not just your necks and backs and headaches and joint pain. We have sports injuries, sprains, strains. We use the laser for those big inflammation into the swelling of the ankles and things. Osgood Schlatters for the growing pains, shoulder separations, dislocations, mostly seen with our hockey players and sports athletes. We have muscle tears, meniscus and ligament tears and strains. So we cover all of those. Occupational injuries like tennis elbow and golfer's elbow. I know those things don't sound like, occupational injuries, but they happen with all that typing, carpal tunnel, finger injuries, posture ergonomic issues. Some of the most common injuries, plantar fasciosis or plantar fasciitis, ITB syndrome, jumper's knee, nerve entrapments that we talked about earlier, sciatic nerve, median nerve, tibial nerve, ulnar nerve, radial nerve, all those different types of nerves that you might get entrapped and cause lanciating pain down the arms or legs. We have post-surgical rehabilitation, which we're doing ACL reconstruction rehabilitation right now with one of our soccer players. Concussions, we deal with the vision therapy, the vestibular therapy, your autonomic nervous system, so the way the heart is regulated during exercise, headache, and head and neck injuries like whiplash and motor vehicle accidents. Chronic conditions such as osteoarthritis with our GLAD program, and we're just here to functionally get people mobility better and performance better, because some people just come in here to maintain their activity level so that they can play with their kids, play the sport that they love, and just continue with everyday activities. Patient benefits, we see a reduction in pain and inflammation, improved mobility and function, faster recoveries, personalized plans tailored to goals and lifestyles, education and tools to prevent future issues. And our collaborator team ensures patients receive comprehensive care that fits their lifestyles. So we're asking them to do things that they're able to do as well as that they're enjoying to do. Testimonials and real results. We value all our patients' feedback. We've had over 180 5-star reviews, which we're very proud of. Our patients love to share, and we love to share it with others as well. And hopefully those that have maybe not has been as successful at other clinics, they won't give up and keep looking for that right clinic that actually fits them. So we love our testimonials that we get, and you can check us out on Google Maps and some of those other review stations where you can find reviews for clinics. And we'd love to hear feedback from everybody, good and bad, because it makes us better overall as a clinic and as practitioners. So if you're ready to get started or want to learn more, you can reach us here at the clinic at 308 Palladium Drive, Suite 108 in Canada. You can call us at 613-505-5000. Our website is proactionsportsclinic.com. Our email is proactionsportsclinic@gmail.com. And we're here to help prevent and improve performance so you can have a stronger recovery. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to ask now, and we'd love to hear back from you. You can even leave a comment at the bottom if it works, and we'll get back to you as best as we can. So if you needed some help, give us a call, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for your time. Take care.
Hey, that was an awesome job. Good
Yeah,
recording.
well done.
Well done.
Thanks, guys. You're very kind. Too kind, I think.
Too kind.
I think my whole webcam is really crazy.
Yeah,
No,
All right.
I think you've managed to get into a warm space after being outside. You're getting condensation. That's a good sign. That means moisture in the air.
Yeah. Well, over the
So you're
years,
breathing heavy.
Shane, we've seen a lot of your videos and you've really evolved and you seem very relaxed. It's because you're a subject matter expert when it comes to your profession, and it was very, very, very well done.
Thanks, Mikey. Appreciate it.
Does anybody have a question for Shane? How to bounce your body off the wall, something like that, how to do body rolls, stunt doubles.
Well, Sam's not
Uh,
here. He's our
Sorry,
question man.
folks, I gotta go because it's coming up to 9. I need to leave. So take care. We'll see you soon.
Okay,
Thanks,
take
Mike.
care, Mike. Shane, just a quick question on back things. I had a client yesterday that has scoliosis and is having some issues. They're just they're with somebody right now, but I don't think they're getting the pain reduction because it can be painful with the curvature of the spine. Because anything can be done about that, or is it you're stuck with it for life?
Obviously, there's stretching that you want to do because certain parts of the spine will have increased stretch and increased contraction
Yep.
on different spots. So there's obviously that kind of stretching that you can do that they really don't do a lot. Like surgery or bracing is not so much, but there is braces they can have to help relieve some of the pain. There is a guy, I think it's Kentville, who does he specializes in like scoliosis stuff and things like that. So I can always get you that contact to do those types of people. But yeah, it's one of those degenerative things. You really got to work on your posture because if you start letting the curves dictate your body, it will, and it keep making you go forward. So the big thing I always talk about, people that have like stenosis, which is basically a narrowing of the spine, they start to lean forward. You've seen the old people starting to lean forward. What that does is opens up the spine to have a little bit more movement of the spinal cord, but it also deteriorates your ability to have upright posture, and it decreases the amount of messaging going to the brain, which makes your mental health more at risk. And for you, it's more difficult to function as you get older. So there are those things, but you got to really stay movement. If I can tell anyone a thing, I don't care how much pain you're in. If you can keep on moving, you're going to do a lot better. Functionality is everything because everyone looks at MRIs and x-rays and like, oh, it looks terrible. Yeah, it might look terrible, but I've seen some people in good activity levels with terrible spines and internal pictures.
Yes. Okay. Okay, cool. All right. Thanks a lot, Shane.
No problem.
Great.
Thank you, Shane. Great presentation.
Top of
Thanks, Eric. I hope you catch up on all your stuff in your networks.
Yeah.
He's gonna play. It's like me. You know what's not working? Everything I'm trying isn't working. You know what? There's the power. It's off. Look at the outlet for 30 seconds and plug